YouTube to go live. Got a little spinny circle telling me, we're live. Right, sorted, cool. Guys, if you can hear me, you can see me okay. Please leave me an emoji in the comments, just so I know. I've not done an episode yet where no fucker's been able to hear me or see me. Very embarrassing, wouldn't it? Hey? So, cool. Right. What's happening? Guys on Instagram, give me some love. Like, tap the screen, give me the heart emoji. Guys on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. Guys on Facebook, hit like, give it a share. Guys on TikTok, double tap the screen. Let's fucking go. Let's get this party started in a minute. Cool. Right. A few people jumping on now. What's happening? Cool. So we're going to give it 30 seconds. Someone leave an emoji. Let me know you can hear me. Cheers, bud. Thank you. We've got our emoji. Cool. Right. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a fucking good one. We're going deep on this one. I'm fucking telling you. It sounds a bit bad, that, doesn't it? But hey. Right. Shall we record? Shall we get started? 3, 2, 1. Yes, gang. What's happening? Welcome to another episode of the Type 1 Movement podcast with me, your boy, your host, Type 1 Tom. Now, in this episode, I'm going to be talking about how to take action on every goal that you have. Before we get started, please leave me a rating and review on the podcast app, as it really does help me reach more Type 1 diabetics and positively impact our community. Also, 5-star review as well, please, and a rating. Don't want no ones unless you think it's absolutely shit. Be honest. You know what I mean, we've got to be honest in this life, haven't we? With ourselves and others. So, and also, whatever device or platform you're listening to it on, please give it a screenshot, share it on your Instagram stories, and tag me at Type1_Tom. Now, I'm going to say this and warn people before I get into this, that this may trigger a few people. I'm going to share some tough love. I'm going to share some tough love on this because I'm sick and tired of seeing Type 1 diabetics struggling. I'm going to share some tough love because I'm sick and tired of seeing Type 1 diabetics in poor health and people not moving forward. Yeah, look, I put a lot of content out. I've got 180 odd podcast episodes. That's my life at the end of the day. I've dedicated my life to doing this to help you guys. But sometimes you guys need a bit of a fucking eye-opener and a bit of a kick up the arse. And this is what I'm renowned for delivering. And if you're a delicate snowflake, you can't handle it, cool. I will probably switch off now. Do you know what I mean? Because this is just how I am. This is how I get my clients to move and people to open their eyes. If not, and you can take a little bit of fucking tough love, then stick around because you're going to get some from this episode. But like I say, if you're easily triggered, I'd fuck off now. I'm going to be as simple as that. If you're triggered, you stay around and you're triggered, good, because it means that that's driven something inside you to get you fucking moving towards these goals of improving your life, yeah? So I did want to open with that. I'm always honest. I'm always open when I'm about to deliver some fucking kick-ass tough love. I'll pre-warn you. Right. Look, I'm going to come straight out with this. How to take action on every goal that you have. This is what I use with myself, and this is what I use with my clients as well, yeah? Now, I think we will always have two paths. Say we're setting a goal to better blood glucose control. We have two paths. We have two paths. Whatever goal it is as well, you have two paths. You have two options. The one that we're currently on, and the one we know we should take. So we set a goal of better glucose control or improving our health, weight loss, whatever the fuck it is. The path that we're on currently, if we've got that goal, we know isn't serving towards our goal. If we're on a path currently and we've got a goal because we've not achieved it, or you've got a goal of improving your blood glucose and you've not achieved it, the path that you're currently on is not serving you. It's not taking you closer towards your goal. It's not casting votes for you to achieve your goal. If this is making sense, team, give me a fire emoji. It's not casting those votes. So then we know we should take the other path. We always have two paths split off. The one that we're on, and if we've got a goal of improving blood glucose control and we're not achieving it, you can carry on down that path forever, which I'm going to explain what will happen if you do. Yeah, this is where the tough love's going to come in. Or the one that we know we should take. This is the problem. This is what happens. This is the problem. The one that we know we should take seems overwhelming, frustrating, and like quite painful. Yeah. And the reason why most type 1s will not take the path that they know they should take is because they're not in enough pain and they're too comfortable. they're not in enough pain and they're too comfortable. It's too easy just to like not test. It's too easy. Outside, out of mind, can't see levels, doesn't fucking matter. Can't be arsed tracking food, can't be arsed running basal tests. It's not always knowledge. It's the fact that knowing that you're going to have to do some sort of work in the place that you're in now seems, I'm too comfortable in this place. It seems too uncomfortable for me to take the path that I know I need to fucking take. So that's the problem. When we set a goal, we always have two paths. We have the path that we're currently on, which if you have a goal, this path isn't leading you towards it, else you'd already fucking be there. Straight up, you'd already be there. And then we have the path that we know we should take. But the reason why a lot of people, a lot of type 1s, don't take the path they know they should take is because they're too comfortable where they're at. Guys, to achieve a goal, to achieve great glucose control, and any goal, to make a change is hard. It's hard. And if it wasn't, every fucking type 1 diabetic in the world would be healthy as fuck. To make a change and achieve a goal is hard because it means there's some things that you're going to have to change that you're doing. And if you're super fucking comfortable at the moment, you're probably not going to change those things. That's too much fucking work. I get it. I understand it. I've been there many of times with this. Many of times in my business, with health. Yeah. So then the question becomes not what do I need to do, but what needs to happen for me to take the path that I know I need to take. We're on this path A, let's call it path A, and we know it's not leading us towards better control. It's not leading us towards our goals. We know we should take path B. So it's not what do I need to do to take path B, it's what needs to fucking happen to me so I can take this path. Yeah? What needs to happen for you to get to the place to take path B that you know you should be taking? What needs to happen? Yeah. And like I said, we don't take that path when we're not in enough pain. We're just blasé about shit and we're just too comfortable on path A. But something will happen. And this is where the tough love comes, team. This is where shit needs to be said that you know, you understand, you just won't fucking say it to yourself. This is where the tough love comes in. And this is where people may get triggered. Yeah. So what needs to happen for us to get to a place where we can take path B that we know we should be taking to allow us to have better control, better health, yeah, and be just basically achieving our goals, becoming the best and the most healthiest version of ourselves. What needs to happen? Well, here's some things that can happen if you choose not to take path B and you stay on path A if your control isn't great. And I would face these as well. First one, we all know the health complications of being a type 1 if it's not well controlled. We could lose our vision. We could get organ failure. We could go into DKA. I've spoken to many type 1s who've experienced this. Or it could be something like seeing another type 1 diabetic in bad health and being like, wow, that was a fucking eye opener. Guys, the amount of type 1s I speak to that come to me for help, they've had something happen to them that has, they've been on path A, doodling along, blah, 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 seen one of my posts. Oh, yeah, whatever. And then something's happened. They might have had a scare with the vision. They might have been in DKA. And that's caused them to feel uncomfortable to get to that place where they're like, you know what? I fucking need to take path B. I need to take path B. And I'm doing this because I don't want you to have to wait until that point where shit starts going wrong in your health for you to realize that you need to take path B. Yeah. And a very good question before you get to that point where you're like, fucking hell, my vision, or I've been in DKA, or I've had this health scare. Before you get to that point, here's a really, really good question that you can ask yourself. A really good question. If I stay on the path that I'm currently on now, and I use this as well, I use this in business, my health. If I stay on the path doing the daily things that I'm currently doing now, where will I be in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years from now? If I stay on this path A, currently doing the daily things I'm doing, and write this shit down because this is powerful. Where do I see myself in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years from now? Where do I see myself? Yeah. This should allow and be enough for you to like future proof, because we always think down the line it won't happen to us, but it will. It can happen to me if I don't look after myself. It can happen to you if you don't look after yourself. Yeah. And this is a great question. Where will I be in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years down the line from now if I don't make a change. If I keep doing the same shit that's got me to this position. Now, it's not all doom and gloom, even though we're over the tough love. You know, over the tough love, there may be a little bit more to deliver. But here's the flip. Here's the fucking flip. Here's the power. Yeah. So what we need to do, and what I do quite a lot, is I'll flip my goals. So instead of waiting until we're in a position where our eyesight's fucking up, we're going DKA, our organs are failing, we're seeing other type 1s in bad health, this bad shit's happening that I do not want to happen to me or to you. Instead of waiting till that position, you can flip your goals. So let's say one of your goals is, I want to achieve great blood glucose control and I want to be healthy. Let's flip that round. That doesn't really drive a lot of emotion. So let's flip that round to something like, I don't want to go blind. I don't want to not be able to have kids, or I don't want to not to be able to see my kids grow up. I don't want not to be able to provide for my family. Yeah. I don't want to end up in poor health. I want to future-proof my health, so I don't want to end up in poor health. Flipping that goal is going to drive more emotion than you saying, I want great blood glucose control, I want to be healthy. That's not really good enough sometimes. That's not fucking working for you. Flip it. I don't want to be in poor health. I don't want my friends and family around me to see me deteriorating, to see my health deteriorating. I want to keep my vision. I don't want to lose my vision. Yeah, there's a lot of these that we can use as type 1s. We've got so much ammo to drive us forward in our goals. Yeah, so much ammo. So I wanted to deliver this. And I'll be honest with you, this is something I use with myself. This is something I use, yeah? I'll be like, say it was a goal with my business. Yeah, say it was a goal with my business. I bought my house last September. Now, I wouldn't really think, oh, yeah, right, I really like this house. I need to, do you know what I mean, keep my business growing, all that sort of shit. I'm like, no, I need to be able to impact our community, to keep my business growing so I don't lose my house and I don't end up homeless. See the flip in that? See the flip in that? I also use my health as a driver. I'm like, right, I don't want my clients to look at me and ever see me deteriorate in my health, see my levels out of control. Yeah, I get highs and lows and shit like that. Yeah. But I don't want my clients to look at me, because if I was in that position, I wouldn't be a good leader. So I'm flipping the goals. I'm like, I want to be a leader. I want my clients to look at me. Do you know what I mean? And be like, yeah, Tom's great. Or what have you, he's really helping us. He's such a leader. I don't want my clients not to look at me and think that. So the biggest tip for you, the two things I want you to take from this, if you know you're currently on path A and it's not leading you towards better glucose control or to your goals, and you know, you need to take path B, here's the two things I want you to take, and I want you to write this down. Number one, if I stay on path A, doing the daily things I'm doing, where will I be in 12 months, in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years from now? If that's, I'll be in a great place. Fucking good, stay on that path. If it's not, and where you think you'll end up, use that to fucking, you've got the option, team, flip to path B. And the other one, instead of setting a goal that is, yes, we need to set goals that are nice, great blood glucose control, a good A1C, good time in range, but flip that and think of the consequences that will happen if you do not achieve that, like I've told you in this episode, and put them, staying away from them, as your goal. Put them, flip it. Team, that is it. I'm going to do a quick recap. When we set a goal of better blood glucose control, you can use this with any fucking goal. It's something I use. We have two paths. Path A, the one that we're on now, which if you have a goal, path A, and you're going down path A, it's not been fucking serving you. Something needs to change. So you need to hop onto path B. But most of the time, we're not in enough pain. We're too comfortable on path A. So then the question becomes not what do I need to do, but what needs to happen to me for me to flip that path. And with us type 1s, we've got a lot of shit that can go wrong to cause us to make a change. But I don't want you to be waiting till that point. So you don't have to wait until that point. Good question to ask yourself is, where will I be in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years down the line? I'm repeating myself because I want you to fucking understand this. If your answer is, well, fucking, I think I'm going to be in shit health, or I might not even be around worst case scenario, then fucking change from path A to path B. And then flip your goals. Not, I want great blood glucose control. I want to be around to have kids. I want to be around to see my family grow up. I want to keep the best health that I possibly can. and live a long and fucking healthy life as long as possible. Team, this is something that I use quite a lot because at the end of the day, this may have been an emotional episode for you. And some of you may have been like, fuck you, Tom. But some of you may have been like, you know what? He's speaking the truth. I don't care if I had 1,000 people who said to me, Tom, shut the fuck up. You don't need to say this, blah, blah, blah. If one person turned to me and said, you know what, Tom, you're fucking right. I am going to make a change. And that is my goal with this whole podcast series, this whole podcast, but this episode specifically, is to have one person open their fucking eyes, get off path A and go on path B. Team, that is it. If you got value from this episode, please leave me a rating and review on the podcast app, as it really does help me reach more type 1 diabetics and positively impact our community. I know this has been a bit of a tough love episode, but every time I do these, I get someone that reaches out to me and say, you know what, Tom, fucking needed to hear that. And if I can do that to stop you guys running into these fucking health complications, I will keep fucking doing it. I don't care if I upset people. If one person, like I says, turns to me and say, Tom, you fucking made me make a change and it's changed my life. That is it. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have a fucking great day. And until the next episode, squad, peace. Cool. Right, team. I'm going to stay on for a minute just to answer any questions. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've delivered a tough love episode like that. But basically, I've been seeing a lot of stuff and hearing a lot of stuff recently. I'm a type 1. It fucking gets to me, and I'm filling up a bit now because I understand it. And I've dedicated my life to helping our community, whether that be paying to come into my program as a client, listening to my podcast, watching my lives. I don't fucking care. I've dedicated my life to it. So when I see people deteriorating in their health, not understanding it, not living their, I was going to say best life, I fucking hate that, but not living the healthiest life, it fucking upsets me because I want to help everyone. I know it's not possible, but I want to be able to help every type 1 diabetic out there. I really do. That's why I do this. I've dedicated my life. I put so much shit out, like this podcast, these lives every day. I'm always on my socials. I'm always coaching my clients because I fucking care at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I want to deliver things like this above and side by side with actionable stuff that you can take as well. Because a lot of this shit starts up here, team. A lot of this shit starts up here, and that's something that you need to understand. And you guys on Instagram, you guys on Facebook, you guys on YouTube, you guys on TikTok, you all get to make that decision. It's your decision. You get to make it. You get to make it at the end of the day. Cool. Right. I'm going to have a quick scoop through just to see if we have any questions. Hey, Chloe, I hope you're good. You guys coming on Facebook. Quick look for you guys on TikTok. Someone, hey, I like you so much. Can we be friends? Yeah, sure. I'm open to be friends with anyone. Going through a few emojis. Thanks, team. Appreciate you. Yes, lad, tuning in from Australia. Yes, buddy. Appreciate you. Cool. Sean, you've been changing lives, bro. Even these videos, I have been able to lower my A1C. I fucking love that. I love it when you guys watch these videos, listen to my podcast, and you reach out and you're like, you know what, Tom? I've been listening to you. I've been watching you. I've been following your tips, and I've implemented. And look at this. And you say shit like that. You show me an A1C. You show me a mindset win. Doesn't always need to be levels. Do you know what I mean? I really do appreciate that. So thanks very much, bro. Tammy, keep speaking the truth. It's so important. I will do my best. Great points. This always drives. I want to live my best health. Yes, love that. Thanks, bud. Great work on hitting the strong points. Love it. Thank you very much. Right, squad. Hopefully you got some value from that. And it is Friday, the time I'm recording this. So this is day 5 out of 5. I'm trying to go live. I don't know how long for. I'm going to try at least 30 days. 5 days a week live. Podcast episode live 5 days a week. The reason I say 30 days is because usually, team, it's a little fucking golden nugget, coaching nugget here. It takes us around 30 days to start to embed something. About 90 days to solidify it as a habit. But around 30 days for us to get into a flow of it as well. And I know I've got accountability from you guys. I know by turning up every single day to deliver value to you guys, I'm not doing this just for myself. I'm doing it for you guys as well. There's another huge tip. When you're setting a goal, notice how I spoke about in that, about your kids. Having kids, your friends and family, when you set a goal, don't just make it about you, make it about those people around you. That's going to drive you forward. That's going to drive you forward more than you just being selfish about it. Yeah, we need to be selfish about our goals, but put that shit onto those people that you love, and that's going to keep driving you forward. Team, thanks very much for jumping on this live. Appreciate you. Until the next live, have a fucking great day. Have the best weekend ever. Peace.